It's The Last Stand. And here is your host, Brian Custer.
That's right. It is The Last Stand. We bring you the biggest names in the sport. And joining me today is one of my favorites. And when you talk about the 154-pound division, I mean, it doesn't get any bigger than this guy right here. He is the undisputed champion. He's the Iron Man, Jermell Charlo. What's up, champ?
What's up? Appreciate y'all for having me.
All right, so, man, let's get into it. 'Cause now you know who you're going to be facing, and it's the same guy you were going to face in January. Yeah. Tim Tszyu, he stops Tony Harrison, so I assume that you guys are going to get it on sometime this summer. Give me your thoughts about Tim Tszyu.
He's a solid fighter. You know, he's strong. He comes to fight, but it's not nothing I've never seen before or dealt with. I've been boxing my whole life, seen almost every style. I'm one of the most dominant, strongest work ability, efforts, and everything that I put into this sport. So I don't think he possesses something that makes it tough for me that I can't handle.
Did you see anything differently out of Tim Tszyu that maybe you were training for when he took on Tony Harrison? Did you see any new wrinkle in his game?
No, I actually thought he would have done a lot more than what he done against Tony, but he did enough to get the win and get the knockout. But that has a lot to do with Tony. You know, like Tony wasn't the best Tony I felt in that fight. So, you know, he's faded out. So, you know, like I said, he was nothing. After I knocked him out, what else could he have done? What else could he do? You know, that's why he took this opportunity to fly all the way to Australia to possibly even see if he had enough to, but he didn't.
Tim Tszyu kept saying, now y'all need to say my MF name. So basically, he was basically saying, look, I'm the man now, and I'm ready for this.
We don't have to ask those questions, you know, when you come from, I come from. Y'all know who Jermell Charlo is, you know, and so he got to go run around and talk about it, but he got to do what I say do. You know, nothing works in his benefits or his favors like it did in Australia. So it'll be a completely different fight.
How do you see that kind of fight playing out between you two?
We're going to fight. We're going to bang. You don't want to sit there and take shots and trade shots with me. So I saw Tony said he didn't want to move. I seen him when he didn't want to move. So you stare, just getting punched, you know, that was bound to happen. Mm-hmm. No lateral movement, no work, no athleticism. It's just a whole bunch of nonsense that happened in that fight that my coach is not going to allow.
I know everybody wants to know, how is the hand? How is it recovering? And when do you think we'll see you and Tim Tszyu in the ring?
The hand is going, you know, and I'm just doing everything I can to, my rehab. I haven't not punched yet. So it's certain things, you know, when you break two bones in one hand, it take a lot. The hand is a real delicate, but these are my money makers, and it's going to be stronger than what it was before. Doing a lot of different exercises and work to make sure that I'm stable. You know, I don't want to get in there and shatter a hand and during the fight, you know, or place myself in a position where I gotta, you know, just have an issue. You know?
And be out even longer.
Good during this process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long did they give you any timetable on when they think that the hand will be totally healed?
Well, I got to go back to find out, but I was in the cast for about 6-7 weeks, mm-hmm. and I remember going back and they put me back in the cast, and then finally I was able to get out the cast and start doing rehab. So, put the weight back on, and you know, like certain things that when you're in the cast, it's just, you know, the flexibility. I'm just still to this very much day taking time out right now just to be in New York to, you know, shoot these shows with you guys so y'all know. But I'm working and I'll be back. I got some time, but I'll be back.
When do you think you and Tim Tszyu will get it on?
About the end of the summer or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully beginning of middle of next year, end of the summer. No, sorry, not next year. Why I say that? The middle of this year.
Got it.
Sometime. It could be August, it could be July.
Yeah.
It could be whenever, but.
So many people want to know, obviously, you got the Tim Tszyu fight.
Right.
What's next, though? What's next for Jermell Charlo after Tim Tszyu? You know you got the mandatories. I think a number of people are like, is he going to move up? Is he going to stay at 150?
Man, you know, like, I don't know. You know, like, I got to sit back and go back to the drawing boards with my family and see what I want to do. Because, you know, I've been boxing for a really, really long time. And it's the first time I ever got injured. So, you know, I'm a workaholic. And then when I train really aggressive. So, what is it for me to do? You know, like I hopefully, you know, I see guys moving up. You got I told you got the Crawfords and stuff. They calling you out and they moving up in weight.
We'll get into that.
Whatever is the big money is the big money. You know, at the end of the day, you know, we don't fight for free and it's a prize. So and being at this top level, you know, I just want my recognition. I'm getting the love that I deserve, and I'm still one of the most underrated. Not the highest rated fighter. So that gives me a hunger.
Oh, got you.
And I gotta continue that.
But there's still guys like, let's say, Fundora. Yeah. Are there still big fights for you believe, at 154?
We can still make some money. I can still get to the bag at 154. And the doors, the windows are still open for me.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Brian Custer. I want to talk to you about our partner, Athletic Greens. You know, I started taking Athletic Greens because I wanted more energy, and I got to tell you, I absolutely love it. Athletic Greens doesn't taste super healthy. It's kind of mild, has that tropical taste, but I actually look forward to having it every single morning. So what is this stuff? Well, 1 scoop of delicious Athletic Greens, you're absorbing 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, whole foods, superfoods, probiotics, and adaptogens to help start your day right. And it contains less than 1 gram of sugar, no GMOs, no nasty chemicals, or artificial anything, while still tasting good. And listen, it helps support better sleep quality for you, recovery, and it supports mental clarity and alertness is what I love about it. You know, AG1 is a small micro habit with big benefits. And it's one thing you can do every single day to take care of yourself. And it's lifestyle friendly. So whether you're keto, vegan, paleo, dairy-free, or gluten-free, Athletic Greens is for you. And it costs you less than $3 a day. So you're investing really in your health. And it's cheaper than that cold brew habit that you may have. So additionally, for every purchase, Athletic Greens is going to donate to organizations help to get nutritious foods to kids all across the country who are in need, including No Kid Hungry, which is right here in the U.S. By the way, 2 years ago in 2020, Athletic Greens donated over $1.2 million to meals to kids. Now, it is the time to reclaim your health, folks. And all you got to do is arm your immune system with a convenient daily nutritional supplement. And listen, once we get into that cold flu season, this is something that you need, because just 1 scoop of water every day with Athletic Greens, and there's no need for the million of different pills or supplements to look out for your health. All you're going to need is Athletic Greens. And to make it easy, Athletic Greens wants to give you free a 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. And all you got to do is visit athleticgreens.com/laststand. Again, athleticgreens.com/laststand. Athletic Greens. Take ownership of your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance.
Well, you mentioned Bud Crawford.
Yeah.
Now, Bud Crawford was on The Last Stand.
Correct.
And boy, he had a lot to say about Jermell Charlo. And in fact, he said he thought getting a fight with you would be easier than getting a fight with Errol Spence, because he said, I think Jermell Charlo would push for that more than Errol. And his quote, this is what he said on The Last Stand, quote, "Something's wrong with that dude. He needs to stay off whatever he's on, because if I can recall, I was already a 2-time world champion before he was even world champion. And I'm talking to both of them. So how somebody piggyback off my name when I was already the man? I don't understand that. I was already on the pound-for-pound list. I was in talks to be the next best thing since Mayweather retired. I never heard of his name being in talks of any of that sort of type of thing. So how can I be piggybacking off of him and his brother's name when I've accomplished way more in the sport of boxing? If that don't make any sense at all, I don't know what does. I would love to get him in the ring and shut him up. I will F him up. The only thing he's going to do is cry afterwards. All he does is run around, yell, angry, and be mad at himself. End quote.
Just whatever, guy. You get your paperwork right. Talk to Mr. Heyman. We'll get a fight going. And you're damn right, it'll be easier. Let's get a big fight going, matter of fact. And I'll show you better than I can tell you. Ain't nothing easy in the ring with me, so I don't. Just, you know, I'm grown. These kids, they just talk and just. He ain't fought nobody for real. You know, like he just got out of top rank contract because Bob didn't want his ass no more, so he just got rid of him. So it's just like I don't know. I'm like, hey, why you don't make the fight with the man that's in front of you? Earl been calling you out. Get him, get in the ring, man. You know, we don't know who these last guys are. He's signing deals with BKL, BLK, and he's just doing business wrong. He's sloppy with his business. So I don't know what he want to do, but I'm down to fight. I don't got time to go back and forth with him. Yeah. You're a little boy. You come from 140. You're not even strong enough to even handle half of my shit that I'm throwing at you. And I'm not none of these guys he fought before. So it's like I'm undisputed for a reason. And I got my own little shit that, you know, I got Tim Tszyu, and then I got all these other little shits. So he got to get in line anyways. He got Boost Ennis on his ass. Yeah. He got Earl on his ass. He trying to run. Don't run now. Run up out the sport. Don't run though.
I'm just curious. How would, because he says, look, I'll come to 154 and fight this guy now. How would a Jermell Charlo Bud Crawford fight play out in the ring?
I feel like it'll be a little entertaining. I don't know how long he gonna last him with these big shots coming at him, but hey, only time will tell. You know, I'm not here to hype that shit up. Yeah. That's not even my business. That's somebody else fish to fry. Yeah. You know, I got my own fish to fry.
What's the latest with your brother Jermell? I heard he's coming back this summer. Talk to us about Jermell, and is he coming back at 160, or, you know, people are like, or is he moving up to 168?
I don't know yet, honestly, but we communicate here and there, but I don't know what he want to do as far as when he's coming back, but he's doing well. You know, he had to get his stuff together and get his personal life together, and that's probably what held him out. And I mean, when we do see him, it'll be exciting, and I hope that he jumps back in ASAP and try to go conquer more. And I'm wishing the best for him.
Would you like to see him at 160, or would you like to see him move up to 168?
Well, I feel like whatever he can make. If you train hard and be more dedicated, and you really get down and weight or whatever you want to do. But moving up is just like it's like a setback to me. You know, like he been through that before though. When he left 54 to go to 60, he had a title, and moving up from 160 to 68, but he got challenges in each one of them, so it's like he got to make a decision and make it now.
What do you think about Anthony Joshua? Anthony Joshua now training with your trainer Derek James, and alongside Frank Martin and Errol Spence now in Dallas.
Right.
How's that been?
We have to see now after a few assessments from Derek and what he's doing. I wanted to kind of visit him, but I know they leaving soon. And I've been having to make sure that I stay on my rehab stuff, but I think he's gonna be a different fighter, you know, and hopefully he can jump on this wave that we on in Showtime and PBC and see if we can put a nice big fight with him, you know, maybe Wilder.
Oh, I love it. You know the deal. We allow people who watch the show submit questions. We've got a number of them for you. We'll just get to a few here. Yeah. Rai asks, who do you want to fight most out of Tim and Tony? Who did you want to fight most out of Tim and Tony? Yeah, I guess is what it is.
The harder challenger, which is
Tim Tszyu.
Yeah, he got a whole country behind him. I already fought Tony, so it's like, yeah, of course.
BJ asks, what are your goals in the sport moving forward? Now that you're undisputed, what's your goal in the sport moving forward?
You know, continue to run and raise the promotional company up, become a brighter name, and just make the changes, you know, for the young ones that's coming up under us, and show them the direction. A lot of people don't really understand how to get to this position in life or this position in boxing, you know, and so still growing. I just want to keep fighting.
Ray Hall asks, will you fight Errol if the money is right? And how do you guys keep it as business and go back to being friends afterwards?
Hey, I'll fight. Yeah, of course. If the money right, we'll get in there and get it on. You know what I'm saying? But that's never been brought to me. It's not under my. It's not something that I would deny. Yeah. I know Earl said the same exact thing. Yeah. So, hey, Who knows? And later on in the future or in life or whatever, we can get in it and do what we do. Right now, we stablemates, we brothers. We ain't doing all that.
LaParis asks, will you ever fight Sebastian Fundora?
He's my mandatory, so it's a possibility. But I don't know yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
L asks, what was your favorite fight? What was your toughest fight of your career thus far?
My favorite fight was the second Tony fight. My bad. Mm-hmm. My favorite fight was the second Tony fight where I had a lot of like revengeness to get back from him, so I got that. And then I don't really remember my toughest fight. I remember fighting Bonas Monterosian. He was pretty tough too. Yeah. Strong, solid kid from Glendale, California, Armenian. So he was tough. I had 37 fights, so I done been through that, been up and down this road. So every fight is tough, though.
Okay, champ, we've come to the last section of this show. We call it The Last Stand. I'm asking you a series of questions. You just give me the first thing that comes to your mind. You ready?
For sure.
How much longer will you stay at 154?
The rest of my career.
Really? So you ain't going up?
Nah.
Okay.
Not for real. I don't think I'm going up unless it's a business move.
Benavidez versus Plant. Who wins that fight?
Plant. I got Plant. Wow. I take Plant for that fight.
Tell me why.
Boxing skills, ability. He can move. He can punch. He's similar. We're similar.
I love it. Gervonta Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia. Who wins that fight?
I got Tank winning that fight. He got a bigger arsenal than Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia kind of stands up a little high. He also blinks his eyes as he punches. It's a little bit small things that you can't miss with Tank.
Will you and Terence Bud Crawford fight in 2024?
I don't know, we could do something. Okay. We'll figure it out.
Okay. Last but not least, give me the one mega fight that's still on the horizon for Jermell Charlo. It can be anybody.
Canelo.
Give me that one.
Jermell Charlo and Canelo. Can easily happen. Yeah.
Really? That's a fight you want?
I would take that fight easy, yeah. Mm-hmm.
There you go. That's what we do here on The Last Stand. We bring you the biggest names in the sport, and when you talk about 154 pounds, it doesn't get any bigger than this man. He's the undisputed champion, Jermell Charlo. Get that hand better. Can't wait to see you back in the room.
I'll be back. I'll be back.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you again next week.